Hey guys, come on in, come on in. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs, and we're going to do a zippered pouch tonight. I'm going to work with a stencil that I've used before. This is a zippered pouch that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it measures 9 by 6 by 9 inches. And it's an ivory color. It's got a zipper pouch. You can use it for like a makeup bag or pencils or pens or whatever you want to put in here. I got to make sure which side I want to do this on. Okay, so I think I want to do this way. All right, so I'm going to take, hey Pat, how are you? I'm going to take a Chalk Couture stencil that I have used in the past. It's a watermelon, and then it has Life is Sweet. And we're not going to use all of the seeds on here. We're only going to do some of them. And we're going to do this, y'all. So I thought that this would be cute. My nephew, he's so funny. He doesn't like the solicitors that come to our house, so he wanted me to make a no solicitors sign. And I thought I had one, and I said, well, I will do that. Thanks! These are the Chalk Couture earrings. They, I don't know if you can see them. I chalked them in green. They match my shirt. But I love them. They're lightweight, and they're long, and they're big, and that's what I like. But anyway, so I thought I had a no solicitors sign, stencil that Chalk Couture made. Hey, Outcast Crafter, how are you? Come on in. Tell me your first name again. For some reason, I can't remember it. But anyway, we're going to do a quick, fun project. Going to have to do with watermelons, and I hope this is going to turn out. So y'all hold on to your hats, and let's see what we got. All right, we're going to take the stencil off of this back sheet, and we are going to position this right onto... I hope this is going to stick well. Let's see. It's not got a really good stick to it, but we're going to see. I have 2 colors, actually 3 colors of ink that that I'm going to work with. And you know what? I think I'm going to need some tape, y'all, because this is wanting to kind of lift up. So... But no, so my nephew, he's so funny. Hey, Berta, he's the one who always answers the door, and he's like, oh, I hate answering the door and telling them we're not interested because I don't want to hurt their feelings. I said, well, this is a good opportunity for you to grow. He wanted me to put a no soliciting sign. I said, I just can't put I can't put mean, signs or, go away signs on my house. And he said, it's not mean. I said, I don't want to do it. So anyway, he went for a walk, and he'll be back soon. He's a sweetheart. He really is a sweetheart. He feels bad for people when things don't work out. So, all right. So this is a zippered, a 9 by 6 inch zippered pouch from Hobby Lobby. I'm hoping that this is going to stay down, and we're going to work with the color Candy, well, this is Chalk Couture's ink. We're going to work with the Candy Apple Red, and this is a Scout. You know what, y'all, when I got ready to, when I got dressed this morning, I had no idea what I was going to make tonight, and look at that. Look at this color. It is like the exact same green, but I thought I was going to be doing a no soliciting sign, but I never bought the transfer, or I can't find it, one or the other. And I cannot tell y'all, oh, have I not opened this? I thought I opened this. Hold on a minute. Maybe I opened the paste. Nope, I sure didn't. Must have been the paste I opened. All right, well, here we go, y'all. Brand new jar of ink. I thought I had used this before. Evidently I have not. Alright, so let me put this in my trash can. And remember that when you're working with the ink, you want to make sure that you are constantly wiping your hands. See that little bit of ink there? All right, and I guess I'm going to do the rind first. We're going to need, let me stir this. I've got these little stir sticks. And this is a little bit thick. So I'm going to add some distilled water to it so that it has a little more creamy texture to it. Let me move this out of the way so in case it spills. And we're going to just kind of stir this distilled water in here. So how'd y'all's day go today? Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Good to see you. All right. I haven't done a lot of Chalk Couture lately, so I thought now would be, I've got a lot of stuff that I haven't used, and I thought, oh, I really need to show y'all how to use some of this stuff. Now, remember, if you want to get any Chalk Couture, the least expensive way to do it is to join the Perks membership, and for $20 a month, and then you get $20 back in product credit every single month, and you can start and stop anytime you want. But anyway, that's what I would recommend if you're going to buy something. Don't pay full price for it. Okay, that's how I ended up joining as a designer, was because I wanted the 40% discount. And I really had no intentions of selling it. And then it's just kind of, everything just led from one thing to another. All right, let's see what's going to happen here, y'all. I'm kind of nervous because I'm not seeing a lot of stickiness on the back side of this transfer, so we will see. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more. I am loving, loving, loving. I had a busy but good day. Hope your day was good. It was good. My nephew and I were still tying up some loose ends. I had a package that I had to send out today, and we got that taken care of. All right, this is better. Much, much better. We got that taken care of. Oh, we went to Wegmans, and have I told you about the fermented vegetables from Bubby's that I eat? Anyway, they're good. It's a good probiotic. It's good, like if you have, all right, how do I want to do this? I think I want to go away. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get me I think I'm going to get, hang on. I think, all right, let's see. I think I'm going to come in this way, but I'm going to go out that way. Always take your squeegee before you get your paste on it and see which direction you're going to go with it. And I'm going to get too many squeegees. I think I'm going to need 3. So my friend that I play cards with, my card partner, we haven't really been able to play very much because my husband's been, oh no, I got some green right here. How did I do that, y'all? Oh. Hold on. Let me see. All right, it did not go through, so hold on. Let me see if I can take care of this before it goes all the way through. Good thing I caught it before it did. How did I do that? Did y'all see me do that? I don't know where it came from. I must have put the stir stick down on it or something. All right. I don't want to have to lift this whole thing up and do it again. All right, there we go. All right, I got it. All right, so we're going to stick this back down here. We're going to we may put some rhinestones on this. I haven't decided yet. All right, here we go. I'm going to dip this in here. And I'm going to start. Oh, there goes my... I'm going to do one edge, and then I'm going to do the other edge because I'm really concerned that this is going to bleed, y'all. I feel like I'm doing that, what was it, the elf made me do it. Remember when I did that apron? And I had to go from the edge to the inside because it looked like it was going to bleed. So I'm going to do the same thing here. If you're ever concerned about bleeding, go from the edge of the design into the center of it, and sometimes you have to do it both directions. The question mark. Uh-oh, did I miss something, Pat? Oh, how did it get there? I don't know. But I can manage to make it happen no matter what. All right, I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to come back from the edge to the middle of the design. And I'm hoping that's going to keep it from bleeding, because I'm not seeing where it's sticking down, and I got more there. How in the world? All right, all I can say is I better check my hands, because I've got green right here too. You know, when you mix green and red, you can get black. So if you do green, like a lot of green with a little bit of red, you can get a hunter green. If you do a lot of red with a little bit of green, you can get a, what's it called? Like a burgundy color. All right, y'all. I got green right here. I don't know how I did it, but there it is. I am destined to have some green on this. All right, here we go. We're going to take, and same thing, I'm going to go from the edge to the inside of this design, and I'm going to do it all the way around so that I don't get any bleeding underneath this stencil. All right, and I'm going to just keep going around, and I'm going to go the edge to the inside. Oops, got a little bit of green there, which is going to make it look like it's black. Here we go. Now I'm going to do the middle. I have so much space to work with. Y'all do not know what a blessing this new setup is that I have. I cannot tell you how excited I am. So anyway, I was telling you about my friend, my card playing friend. She came over today to see my new crafting space, and everybody who knows me knows that I'm not a good housekeeper. I'm just not. I'm just not. And anyway, so she came over to check out my situation and loved it. Okay, so there we go. I think I got it all. All right. Oh, it's on my hand. That's where it's coming from. All right, I'm going to put this in my water. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to wipe my hands again. Just kind of wash this on here before I lift anything up. How do I do it? So anyway, we sat at my desk and chatted. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling, Bert. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Let's lift this up. All right, I'm going to lift it up. Okay. We're good. We're golden. It worked. Okay, let me put this in some water, and we will... Oh, I didn't get my... Oh, well. I thought I was going to show y'all how to clean this, but I didn't bring my... Don't think I have my board eraser over here. I don't see it. My nephew brought it over for me, and he didn't think to get me the board eraser. All right, we're going to put this Scout color is real. Oh, look at that. He just came in time. So it looks like I will be able to show y'all how to clean this. All right, this is a metallic. It's called Scout, and it's a really, really pretty color. I know I opened something very similar to this, but all right, here we go, y'all. Let me bring my heat gun over here, because we need to dry this before we do anything else, so that we can put another layer on here. We're going to have us a little watermelon. do y'all eat your watermelon? Salt, no salt? I've done both. I'm currently in the no salt portion or part. A little bit of distressing on this. We're going to just dry this. So what are y'all making these days? We had for dinner tonight, we had rotisserie chicken that we picked up from BJ's, some green beans with just butter and salt and pepper and garlic powder on them, and mashed potatoes. Haven't had mashed potatoes in a long time. I don't eat a lot of carbs, but no salt. Yeah, I'm a no salt person now too, Kat. I used to when I was younger. I used to put salt on cantaloupe, honeydew melon, and watermelon, but I don't do any of that now. I just eat it. I love it. You know, did you know that watermelon is high in potassium? Great source of potassium if you need it to increase your potassium. All right, it's feeling like it's done. All right, let's see what we got here. I want to see if how it looks on the inside. All right, we're good. I did not put a piece of cardboard in there like I had planned, but this is thick enough that it's not going to matter. All right, y'all, so now we're going to come in here and we're going to put Life is Sweet. Put this on here. And I'm not going to do... I'm just going to do the end. I don't know why this has like seeds there, but I'm not going to do those seeds. Make sure this is straight. All right, here we go. And now we're going to go over this in black. Open this up over here off of the project, and I'm going to get another piece of tape. I've got some I tried it with salt, and I bet they I tried it. I ate it with salt when I was a kid. I loved it, but I don't need it all that salt now, so I don't do it with salt anymore. All right, here we go, y'all. We're gonna do Life is Sweet, and we're gonna go over the seeds. I've got just a handful of seeds here that I'm going to go over. In black. Make us a cute little pouch. You can use it for makeup. You can use it for ink pens. Any kind of thing that you want to use for. All right, I'm checking my hands, making sure I don't have it on my hands, making sure I've got everything covered. All right, here we go, y'all. Oh, this is cute. All right, I like it. All right, here we go. All right, let's dry it, and then we're going to fruit salad. I have a tape drawer. Actually, I have an adhesive drawer. It's kind of funny. They, make sure I'm not I'm spreading this around. Oh, looks like a couple of these bled. Not too bad though. I'll show you. I'll turn it around and show it to y'all. I've got a couple spots where the green and the red mix, and I'm going to show y'all how that goes to black. I must have drug a little bit of green into the red area, and I'll show you. Oh, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. All right, I'm going to see if y'all can see this. I'm going to bring you closer to me. Hold on, okay, because it's easier for me to do. We had chicken squash. Ooh, that sounds good. What kind of squash? I love butternut squash. All right, can y'all see right there? And let's see, right over the S. Let me bring this down. My reach isn't so good. Right there. See where my finger is? That is where the green and the red mix together, and you get black. So if you want to darken your red, add green. If you want to darken your green, if you want to darken your red, add green, because it's the complement. It's because remember that red and green are blue and yellow. And when we add blue, yellow, and red all together at the right ratio, we get black. So when you add green to red, you're essentially making black is what you're doing. And when you add red to green, you've got red added to yellow and blue and essentially making black. So you want to be careful when you're mixing those complementary colors, because they will give you either a brown, a gray, or a black color. All right, we're going to go ahead and we are going to heat set this. Let me show you how to do that, because we want it to be permanent. We're going to take this and we're going to put a piece of parchment paper over it. I'm going to put my heat gun out of the way. If I can put this over here. I need to figure out a way for my heat gun to work with it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 30 seconds. Bring this over. We're going to do 30 seconds on the outside, and this is small enough that it's going to cover the whole thing. Hey, Crystal. Thanks for watching. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for coming in. All right, so to heat set it, 30 seconds at 305 degrees on the outside, and then after that 30 seconds is over, we're going to turn this inside out, and then we're going to do 30 seconds on the inside. And then it'll be heat set. You can throw it in the washer and dryer. You can, you know, it's permanent at this point. And like I always say, it's just like, you know, when you have a stain in your laundry, you don't put it in the dryer until you get the stain out, because the heat will set the stain. Well, this time we want to set the stain. All right, so I'm going to turn this inside out, and now I'm going to put, all right, it's going to be loud, so hang on a minute. This paper crinkles loudly. I try to be gentle. Hold your ears. All right, I like to put the parchment paper wherever the, hey Renee, I like to put the parchment paper wherever the ink is, so that number one, it doesn't get on my heat press, and number two, if by chance when you turn it inside out, it is not completely set, you don't want to press it into your design, your blank spot on the other side. All right, 305 degrees on the outside, turn it inside out or turn it over. 305 degrees for 30 seconds on the inside. And rustic daisies, I like that. I have daisies in my flower bed, and I love daisies. Hey, Kathy, how are you? All right, so You can also use the Chalk Couture ink for, all right, it's going to be loud. Hold your ears. Hold your ears. You can use them for coffee mugs, and you can put the, you can put your design on your coffee mug, and then after you've dried your coffee mug, you can, you put them in a 300, well, you put them in the oven, and then while they're in the oven, you turn the oven on. And, all right, I'm just trying to get this so that it's nice and flat. All right, look at that. I think I want to add some rhinestones. I think we need to add some rhinestones. What do y'all think? Let me see what I have in my bag of tricks here. So if you're putting, if you're doing like coffee mugs, you do your stencil with your Chalk Couture stencil, and then you put them in a cold oven. Turn the oven on to 350 degrees. Let the oven come up to 350 degrees. Now start your timer for 30 minutes. As soon as it goes off, the timer goes off, turn your oven off. Let everything sit in the oven until it comes down to room temperature. Don't take your coffee mugs out. Let it sit and come down to room temperature. And when it comes down to room temperature, then you can take your coffee mugs out, and they should be heat set. And I love it too, Pat. I'm telling you, I love it so much. All right, let me put this out of the way. I'm going to get these out of the way. So now I've got all of I've got like one of those little rolling carts. And so now I can move this out of the way. It has a spot where it belongs, so I can put it back every time. And so now I'm going to come in here. Where is my glue? Before I get started doing this, I better make sure. I know I have some green somewhere in here. This is the other thing that I got to get organized in here. I thought I had some green. Maybe don't. Let's see what I have, if I had any green in here. Totally dazzled. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Let's see what I have. Right, wrong color. I could do those. All right, let me see. Oh, this is a green. I could use those. What other colors do I have? What is 4? 4 is teal. This here is like a lighter green. That may not be bad. This is number 1. That's green. All right, hang on. See what I got. I know I have some. Thought I had some like Mardi Gras color green, but I don't see them. That's red. There's some red. I'm going to pull those out because we want to do something with the red. Oh well, I guess I don't. Maybe they fell back here. Nope, it's not in there. Okay. All right, so we're going to go with this here, and I've got to find my B7000, so I've got that here. I need to put this in with my glue section. All right, see what we have. Yellow and teal. Okay, I don't want those. We're going to get these. I don't know if y'all have used these or not, but these little trays are so much fun. They make working with rhinestones a whole lot easier. Thanks for sprinkling, Pat. I appreciate that. All right, so you've got these little trays. Let's see if I can show them to y'all. Can you see the little ridges in them? Can you see the little ridges in them right up here? What those do is they're just enough that when you shake the, all right, let's see what this is going to do. When you shake the rhinestones, it'll make them so that they're right side up. So watch this, okay? You see that? I'm going to just shake these. And then you see how they turn right side up? All right, so let's see what we can do with this, y'all. I don't think the teal is going to be the right color, but I could be wrong, so I'm going to put some in here. Oh no, this is just way too blue. All right, I was right. This is not the right color. All right, what is 11 and 2? Rose. What is this over here? I think maybe the rose might be. Let's see if that's going to work. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Or maybe this one looks like a better 2. No, 1 is a ruby. I think I like the ruby better. All right, so I'm going to put those back. All right, and I'm going to just kind of, what is this? This is ruby also. I'm going to see what we end up liking with this. I think it needs a little bit of sparkle on it, don't y'all? All right, so how do I, when I work with these, all right, I'm going to just take some of these and I'm going to pour them in here. Oh, that's a pretty red. All right, can y'all see that? And I got kind of a little bit too many in here. So see, I need to be able to shake them so they can spread out. And then I'm going to just put these back in here, and if I need more, I'll pull them out. All right, so I've got that. I've got my B7000. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little picker pen. And I want to see how these are going to look on here. Ooh, I like this. I like it. Can y'all see this? Let me bring it over. All right, I think I'm going to just kind of zigzag these on here. I'm going to show y'all how this is done. I like that. All right, so now I'm going to take my B7000. I almost look like I'm out of it. I'm going to go for a little bit and see what I can. Oh, well, that wasn't smart. Hang on. I just spilled them. Good thing it wasn't paint. I've got a plastic little cover from my rug, and I haven't put it, we haven't, well, we ordered it, but we haven't gotten it yet. All right, so let me take this, and I'm gonna get rid of this mat. Oops. And I'm gonna just put this right down here. It's a whole new learning curve here. All right, so here we go. We're gonna bring this in here, and this is a wax tip, and it'll just pick up these. It'll pick up these rhinestones. So here we go. Let's see what we're gonna get. I hope I have enough in here that I can do something for y'all. Let me see if I can bring y'all down a little bit more and see what I'm doing. I need another thing of glue. All right, here we go, y'all. Let me just show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take and just put a dab of this glue on here. And I'm gonna kind of do it in a zigzag motion. And just gonna go along here. Gonna add just a little bit of pizzazz to this. Let me get a paper towel here and just kind of wipe that off. And I'm going to just go all the way around and put just a few rhinestones on here. And it takes us a little long, you know, just a little bit to dry, so I'm not worried about this drying on me before I can get the rhinestones on here. And it's just a matter, so what I do is I take and put a couple of rhinestones on there to see how they look, if they match, if they highlight, and then after I get a few of them on the, now these have iron-on things where you can iron them too. There's like a little tool that you can iron each one of these on, but I tend to like the, whoops. Maybe it did dry on me. It's never dried that fast before. So I'll put a few rhinestones on my project and see how I like to space them out. And then from there, I'll pick them up and I have a good idea of what I want to do. And then I'll just start adding them. And sometimes I'll pick them up, put the glue down, and then I'll, this one dried on me. I've never had it dry on me that fast. But this little pen is nice because it just picks up your, you shake them, and then you pick this up. You only want to pick up one at a time. And when you know, I told y'all it wasn't going to dry that fast, and it dried on me. It's never done that. So maybe only do a few pot spots till you know what your glue's doing. Yep, sure is. It dried right up on me. All right, well, we're going to do one at a time then. Must be getting old. I've started buying the smaller tubes of the B7000 because I find that I don't use it enough or fast enough. Oh, this is really pretty, y'all. I don't use it fast enough that it goes bad in the tube or yellows, or I don't know what they want to call it. But it's not as fresh as it was when I first opened it. So I buy the smaller tube. This is 25 milliliters, if y'all are interested in knowing what size tube this is. 25 milliliters. I find that anything bigger than that, and it kind of gets wasted. And I'm not sure why. All right, so I shouldn't have done the whole thing. With the new tube of this, I could do that though. All right, and then you just shake them again if they're mostly turned upside down, and it'll right them up. And then you just keep putting your dab of glue. Oops. And if you pick up more than one, just pick it off of there. All right, so this green that I'm putting on here is just a tad bit lighter than the green that I actually did the silk screening in. I'm having a terrible time knocking these over today. So remember how I tell y'all to vary your shades of, like if you've got green, to vary the shades. This is going to give, I don't want it the exact same color because your eye is looking for something different. And so this is just a little bit lighter. And you know, when you look at if you look at watermelon, the rind is not all one color. All right, so we're going to put those back in there. All right, let me show you what I have. Got all these little strings. All right, so this is what I have. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see how it's got. Hey, Bonnie. I know, I love the blank. See how, and there's a couple of strings in there of glue that I got to get. All right, so now I want to go ahead and, all right, let me pick these up, put them in here. I want to do some red ones. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to just kind of sporadically put them across the red section, and we'll see where it goes. I'll keep going until I don't have any glue. All right, so there's the green ones. Where did my green ones go? All right, the colors, the names of the colors are on the back too. All right, so now that I'm finished, all I have to do is take these. And it's got like a little pour spout, not a pour spout, but it all comes down to a head there. All right, so now we're going to bring the red in here, and let's look at a couple of things. Let's look and see what this is kind of a lighter red. All right, so just like I did before. All right, that doesn't have a whole lot of, all right, hang on a minute. I'm not sure I'm sold on that yet. I'm gonna put that one over here. I'm wondering if I want to go pink, y'all. Let's see what color this is. All right, this is a pink. And I think this is gonna show up better. It is. All right, it's not the same color, but this actually shows up better than that dark red. So I think I want to go with a pink. I think that's what I want to do. And I'm just going to kind of randomly stick these on here. And I'm going to show y'all how I pick them up and then put them down. I don't use the iron-on thing very often because, I don't know, I want to get it done quicker. All right, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so here we go. So this is what I do. All right, I'll turn it around so y'all can see it. All right, I'll go until I don't have any more glue. All right, so when I pick them up and put them down, this is what I do. I just take and I pick it up. Oops, that's a little much. Put a dab of glue down and then put it back down. And then pick it up. So if you want to, this is coming out really thick. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to. And then there's another side that if you want to push these or turn them or put them into place. This glue has gotten thick. And there you go. And you just keep going along. You put them in however you want. Pick them up, put it down. And then I'm getting a lot of strings on this. I'll just take, you know, something like rub my hand over it once I'm done, and they'll come up. All right, hang on. I think I wanted the pink ones. These are the pink ones. So the reason why I chose not to have the exact color of the red is so that I have a little bit more contrast. All right, we'll put that down. And we'll put a dab of glue down. Put those down. And I'm going to just go around. And I think what I'm going to do is, instead of putting, okay, all right, let me just show y'all what I have so far. See the, can you see the pink ones on there too? All right, and so I'm going to come back here and I'm going to put a few more. And why these are sticking together. I'll put one right down here in the corner. And you can put as many of these on here or as few of them as you want. And I think I'm going to put some along this bottom edge too, y'all. And so these wax tips can be replaced. And just keep going along however you want. And the design of the project will kind of tell you where to put your rhinestones. And after you've done it a while, you'll be able to see that. And, you know, like you see, I still will take and, all right, let me see what we got here. All right, that looks good. I'm going to need a couple more, one in here. Just want to fill these in. Just kind of putting them in the empty spaces to balance everything out. I think I'll put one right in here inside the T. Okay. All right, let me put a lid on this. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything with the black. And I'm going to wait for this to dry before I start brushing off those. All right, can y'all see that? I'm trying to see if it'll sparkle for you. You see it? So it gives it just a little bit of a kick, some pizzazz. All right, I'm going to take now, when I go to put these back in here, I'm going to make sure I got the right one. That's the right color. And you just pour them back in there. And then I've got the red ones, which were in the pouch. So I'm going to take these and I'll pour these back in my little bag. Because I don't really, they were too close to the color that I had chalked on there. All right, so let me show you what we have. Just a cute little, and I don't know if I want to do something on the outside here. I haven't decided yet. Maybe put some clear rhinestones. Let me just see what that looks like before I put it away. I'm thinking some big ones on the outside maybe. So let's see what this, let's just see for kicks what it does. I'm not going to actually glue them on because, all right, I like that. All right, so I'm going to take and add some nice, these are bigger. This is a bigger size. And I need to get a new thing of glue. All right, I think that's going to be cute, y'all. And just keep going around there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll do that offline because this glue it's getting real stringy. And so this is, can you see? And I'll just take, and we'll have rhinestones all over it. And then we have a quick bag. So that's what I have for y'all. Hey, Sandy. That's what I have for y'all for tonight. And, oops, I'm going to go ahead and pull these off of here so I don't lose them. I'll hold this up so you can see what it did. And there we go. Life is sweet. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow is Friday. I am normally off on Fridays, but it looks like I'll be available. So hopefully I'll be able to come on tomorrow night, and we'll do some more playing. Okay? Have a great night. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs. I love y'all, and Jesus loves you more. All right. Bye.